Hello friends, welcome to the course on coding for kids. So this course is broadly divided in two categories, block-based programming and text-based programming. So we will start the course with block-based programming. We will learn all the basics of programming and coding through block-based programming, and then we'll slowly move on to text-based programming. So the very first section in block-based programming will be 3D design and 3D printing. So in 3D design, we will build 2D and 3D objects and shapes which will be result of our programs that we have developed. So we will learn the basic of programming through building 3D objects. So after 3D designing, we will have a very brief introduction to 3D printing, where you will get an idea how to print 3D objects on a 3D printer. Then we will move on to the next section, which is application of the programming that we have learned in 3D designing. So we will apply the knowledge on programming of electronic chips and robots. So we will program the two electronic chips, chip and microbit. And then we will move on to the robotics section, where we will learn how to program Arduino Uno for robots, and we will also look into how to program Lego brick for various components. Then we will move on to our next block-based programming section of Scratch. In this section, we will learn about building animations and games using Scratch software. So this is also going to be a very interesting section. And then we will move on to the next category, which is text-based programming. So we will move from block-based programming to text-based programming through a series of lectures, which is known as Scratch to Python section, where we will completely work with text-based programming. Then we will move on to Python advanced programming, where we will dig deeper into Python by building very interesting Python projects like calculating student grades in the exams, building number series, and many more. The next section will be on building games using a professional game designing software, Construct 3. Here we will build few games, and one of them is a tank fight game where you will learn to make programs for firing bullets and destroying enemy tanks, and also maintaining scores and high scores. You can build your favorite game after learning these concepts. In the next section, we will learn to build websites. We will use WordPress software to build a website without programming. And then we will go live on internet without spending any money. Then we will move ahead to create another website purely with HTML and CSS programming, and learn how various web pages can be created with programming. Then we will move on to our robotics section. Here we will learn about electricity and build projects by programming the Arduino for LEDs, motors and robots. We will check the output of Arduino by running it over a software simulation, which is going to be really interesting. So I wish you all the best for happy learning in the course.